at the end of the day, if you know you're not gonna support this person or be for that person, and you don't want to rock with now one of them, fuck it. Don't vote. Don't even waste your time going to the podium to even hit that button on that little computer at the library or at the community center. Don't even waste your time going that way, standing in line to vote.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, what if our vote would count as I don't want to vote for neither one of these? I want to vote, but I don't want to vote for neither one of these motherfuckers. See how many people don't want to vote for these motherfuckers. Don't put neither one of them in the office, because if we don't vote, then they gonna put who they want in the office anyways. My thing is, if we gotta vote, vote for neither one of these bitches, because we don't want neither one of them on the motherfucking office. So if the majority of people say we don't want neither one of them, that means I had to find some new candidates, period.
And let me tell you, that's the exception, because no, it don't. Because at the end of the day, they gonna put who they want in there regardless. It doesn't matter. Okay, ain't nobody voting for this guy. Ain't nobody voting for this guy. We gonna throw in some fake votes. We gonna throw in some fake votes. You see what happened with Al Gore? You see what happened with Al Gore? Like, and you see what happened with Trump? You went to sleep. You went to sleep, Hillary was winning, and you woke up, Trump was president. I tell everybody that's that whole situation. I was live on You Now doing the whole thing, and Hillary was ahead. Next thing I know, I went to sleep, woke up, Trump was president. And even with Al Gore, they had to recount and recount. You know what they say? Let's fuck it. It's not even a selected president. They put like the brother just said, they're gonna put in there whoever they want.
Well, that's what I mean. They selected him. Like we know Hillary had more votes, but they selected him to go to be the president, right? They'll never make a woman president anyways. Not in this male dominated world. So
that's what they say. That's not what we know. I mean, they said that for England, and look at London. They had a couple prime ministers that were women. So we can't say that. The thing is, with society, we want our minds to accept that there will never be a female.
England has a queen, you know, like the queen.
That doesn't mean shit. It
does mean a lot, because the way how USA is run is based on.
Tell me why it mean a lot
from the pharaoh and everything. So you know how that's all about male domination.
It's all about the masculinity and male domination, but at the end of the day, we wouldn't have a fucking female mayor for Atlanta and all that other stuff. I get what you saying, brother, but it's more to it. Just
hey, bro, you well as pardon me, bro. You in ATL?
No, I'm not, brother.
Oh, I thought you said you in Atlanta. Is that where the thing happened at in Atlanta?
Oh no, actually,
because some stuff just happened in my neighborhood earlier. A little girl had just shot a little girl, and she had got jumped on by her boyfriend, and she came back and shot the little girl, and then she had ran off and got missing. So I'm like, damn, when you was talking about it, I was like, man, I'm hoping that wasn't them, because you was talking about the dude shot to the girl, and they was taping it. You feel me? Because they was taping it off. They was taping it off. It was in some apartment complex.
Well, hell, I don't know. That might have been it, bro. But all I know, like I said here, since everybody in here, I'm gonna play back the video for all you folks that didn't get a chance to see it. I'm gonna or hear it. I'm gonna play it back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you guys hear it. So hold on a minute. And like I said, I appreciate all you guys. Much respect coming in here, man. And like I said, we can build on situations, current events. It's all about building and getting a better understanding and helping people see a different light. You feel me?
For sure.
And like I said, everybody, y'all can get your point across, because I respect all opinions. So, you know what I'm saying? We can agree to disagree, or we can debate. Like, it's always up in the air. But I respect everybody for coming on here, because that's what it's about.
That's right, bro.
Let your voice be heard. So hold on a minute. Let me get to this. And I want to throw this out here right quick before I play the video. The incarceration rate for the United States, $75 billion is spent on incarceration nationwide in the United States a year, $75 billion. That means it's $100,000 per prisoner. And that goes for the clothing, the food, just
No,
the
they
housing
lowered it to
of
100,000
each
now. I thought it
inmate
was
is
200,000 per person.
well, it done probably went up, but from
But
what
go ahead though. I want to hear more of that
it's
stuff you're
it's
talking about.
$100,000 per inmate. That's far as housing, food, and all that. Now that doesn't count commissary, because commissary is something different. That's people sending you money and the putting the minutes on the phone. All that doesn't count. Just as far as the state responsibility and becoming a state property, they spend $100,000. You hear me? On a prisoner a year. Over 20 prisoners, over 20 prisons were built in California since 1980. And they building other prisons. And some prisons right now, believe it or not, are privately owned. So they doing shit that's
free labor.
The state, because we already know that they've been doing that for years.
Yeah, and they're all privately owned, all these
Yeah,
prisons.
all the
Most of them-
police agents, all the police agencies is private agencies, so they really like security companies.
For
Yep,
corporations.
That's right. So 1 in 4 black males will go through the corrections in their lifetime. And America has the #1 highest prison population globally. Now,
my brother,
listen,
I
when
don't
we
mean to
talking
cut you
about
off,
that,
my brother. Here, my brother,
but
my brother knowledge. There's a brother Ken trying to get on the panel. He's a brother too. We build with lots. He said he can't get in on the panel. I don't know. Shoot him an email, please.
No, he need to send me his email. I told him to send me his email, man. They send me their email, I can pop them up there.
I was texting him that as well too, to send
Okay,
you
hold
email
on 1
directly,
minute.
but I don't know what
Hold on
happened.
1 minute. Hold on one. Hey, somebody go ahead and build off what I was saying, or go ahead and speak your piece while I set this up.
Anybody want to
Yeah,
hop
man,
in?
you're definitely right about that. Shout out Emerald.
What's
I
up,
haven't
man?
spoken to you since the last build. I'm here, my brother.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Much love.
Yeah. Yeah, you're saying what? 25% of black males, pretty much 1 out of 4, are incarcerated in a lifetime. I think that's more, man. More like 50%. When you go to the jails here in Canada, man, that's all the population you see. A
Yeah.
majority of the population would be a native population, or copper colored skin. Us.
Yeah. Either we're gonna go to jail or prison.
That's what they say. That's what they want, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
Even if it's for
That's
traffic
not our
tickets, though.
destiny, but they make that destiny for us because they suck our bloods out in them corporations. Like, you know what I mean?
So
Just like the brother said, man, for every inmate that stays in a year, they get paid 100 grand. But out in these parts, it was like 200 grand an inmate. So it ain't costing that to lock somebody up and feed them for 1 year, right? We don't even make that in a wage, in a salary
yeah,
for the
and they
year.
ain't giving them no high quality food
Yeah.
or clothing
So
or
like once the
shelter.
prison is built, it's built. You're not paying to build anything or to store anything or whatever, right?
Pretty much. And how he said, what, 70% of America got the biggest population or something like that of prisons, but I feel like people send they inmates here.
For real.
I mean, I guess people been doing that since the Britain.
We
And
all are prisoners spiritually, mentally, socially. We
that.
all are prisoners in different types of way, but we don't see it and you don't understand it. That's just like you try to take a new lease on life, right? Like, man, I'm not fucking with the homies in the hood no more. I'm not trying to sell no dope. I'm not trying to fuck around, man. I just got out trying to get into the Bible. All that shit go good, right? And you've been out a couple weeks, right? You done did your bid. And then, you know what I'm saying? You call up your homies, man. Let me see what my homie talking about. He trying to go out, man. Got some bitches. I go out my homie. We go out to the club. Some niggas start hating. And you with your homie, so you ain't about to make yourself look like a punk, man. You just got out. You got them like, man, I'm about to like what's up? What's good? And then you bring out that old mentality, not realizing you're trying to stay away from that stuff, but you can't help it because you're programmed to react off every. So when that person coming at you, you first thing you're gonna do, what's up, man? You gonna try to start it away, but if shit keep coming your way, you're gonna have to address it. And at the end of the day, we address that stuff, and I'm not gonna say we address it in the right or wrong manner, because situations, and sometimes you have to address something a certain type of way, regardless of what the situation is. You have to address it a certain type of way, because you're not about to be subjected to somebody trying to handle you. Basically, at the end of the day, you're gonna let that person know you ain't nobody to be handled. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna let them know. But then again, if you weak-minded and you weak, you're gonna be subjected to that scrutiny, because you're gonna let the person take advantage of you and tell you thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
It's the alpha mentality.
Damn right
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's why Jenna's got to know how to hold their composure. You know, you got to hold that a lot of the times. But it's how you
see,
perceive
sometimes
things too. Like when you go
people
out,
can take in but so much. And like you say, perceive and all that. Yeah, I feel you. But at the end of the day, some people don't understand how to do most of that stuff. When you raised in the hood, living in the streets life, they don't understand this stuff we talking about. They don't know what the fuck we talking about. All they know is Facebook, Instagram. They don't even know common math problems. They don't know how to spell certain words. They don't know how to pronounce certain stuff, because they I'm not gonna say they was raised different. It's just a different. It's just a different generation, and people end up that way. I mean, like I know this old guy, right? This old guy, he don't know common words. Now he'll know some 3-letter words, but 4-letter words, 5-letter words, like stop. Like I had to tell that guy a couple times, like, this is what that word right there, that's stop. And this dude like 65. And now I'm not gonna say that the education system was fucked up back then, but this dude don't want some basketball championships. Now I'm gonna throw that out there first, right? He don't want some basketball championships, right? And he graduated and all that, but he can't read. I'm not gonna say it's not his fault, because a lot of us with copper tone skin, with melanin in us, we were subjected to things like that. That's why you look at gentrification in the neighborhoods, and you see certain advertisements more all over the side of a building, all over the side of a fence, you know, potholes in the road. They condition that shit in our heads and tell us is right. And if you look at something long enough, you be like, man, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Product of your environment.
Damn right. Gentrification. But if you're in a white neighborhood, you don't see none of that. You got a brother grew up on in the suburbs on the east side, right? And this dude don't know nothing about no hood store, no cigarillos, no 40s, because they don't sell that stuff in that store. But if you go on the other side of town, right? You go on the other motherfucking side of town, hell, you might be able to get a liquor bottle out the store. And they might not have, they probably have like about 3-4 different kinds of wine and a shitload of liquor or 40 ounces. You go to the other one, they got like 24 ounces, 16 ounces.
Yeah, they have about 8
And,
churches, 10
and,
gun
and,
stores, and
and the
30 liquor
price different.
stores.
Yeah. But in the black neighborhoods, it's like you got a church just about on every other corner, if not every 2 blocks. You got a church. You on White Side Town, you got one big ass church. You got one big ass church at an intersection. You're like, man, what they talk about at these churches? But then when disasters and shit happen, they don't support that stuff. But when you look at these churches that's on every other block in these black neighborhoods, they support the community. But at the same time, a lot of these people don't even know what gentrification is. They don't know that them kids growing up from the age 3 and up and walking to the store with their friends or playing with the little rocks and shit, looking at the signs on the side of a store, not realizing that's what they're gonna be subjected to when they get older. You're looking at these Newport ads, $5.98 or $7.65, or you're looking at all this stuff, games and stuff, and then you get in your mind, you want to know what this stuff is, because it must be so popular. They got to put it on the side of a fence. They got to put it on the side of a store just to advertise it outside of the store. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Did you catch that email, bro?
Yeah, I done sent them an email twice. I don't know what's going on.
It's coming through my link. I don't know why it's coming through me. It's just sending me the email.
Somebody send them an invite if you can. I mean, because that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm typing in these people emails. I don't know why they're not going through. This is crazy.
See, it's just saying y'all on call. Here, type this in. It's Brandon Fleming. So Brandon Fleming, FLEMING 87.
Hold on 1 minute, brother.
Okay.
Somebody go ahead and build while we doing this.
Yeah, man. I say it's 8 churches, 10 liquor stores, with about 10 gun stores, 30 liquor stores. It's pretty much that's what they want you to become. Either you're gonna become an alcoholic or a victim of Jesus Christ and just following them blindly.
But see, nowadays it's not even just Jesus Christ. You got Allah, Muhammad, Yahweh.
True.
You got all these.
You get these emails, my bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm typing them in now. I got you. What got you?
Okay, Brandon Fleming at gmail.com. We got Ken Beckford at gmail.com.
I done type in Ken Beckford like 5 times. I don't know how he's not getting it.
You got that Brandon Fleming 87 at gmail.com.
Trigger, what up? What up, Trey? Trey in the building. He finally came in, man. I sent you an invite like 5 times, brother. How you feeling? Yo, what up, Trey?
His mic's muted.
His mic's muted.
Yeah.
All right,
Brandon just got it.
What's going on, y'all boys?
Man, nothing, man. We just talking about everything that's going on, man. As far as the world, everything. Like I said, welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Man, y'all come in, y'all speak y'all own opinion on anything, and y'all can just like speak y'all piece, and we gonna build together. You feel me?
Right.
Welcome to the panel of knowledge, and we just gonna keep it going right now. If one of you guys want to, what's your name right here, bro? Da or Day D Berry.
The
bro,
boy.
I'm gonna let you. Yeah, the boy. Bro, I didn't know. Look, the boy. Hey, bro, tell him what's going on right now. And yo, shout out to you, Huey, man, for coming in, man, too.
We're just building,
Right.
Mans are trying to get their mic going and thing.
Hey.
You guys were catching what we're building on?
No, I just joined in. What y'all building on? Just everything that's going on in the world and shit? Like
just general stuff, like we started out talking about voting and like
right.
oh we shouldn't vote and stuff like that, and We're
Right.
just, and then we started talking about incarceration and the
Right.
incarceration rate among the population, comparing the genders and the classes and like the different races, and
Right.
yeah, pretty much talking about that, and like how it caught, like how every private corporation that owns a prison gets 100,000 per inmate for a year. So pretty much totaling out to how much billion? 70
About
something billion?
75
Yeah,
billion.
Well,
75
hey,
billion dollars
well, hey, y'all
a
do know,
year.
you do know that y'all boys do know that the them corporations, man, to me, them corporations, man, are nothing but the plantation owners. They got stock options now. You know what I mean? Like you got to think, you got to ask yourself, what happened to all them plantation owners and they great grandkids? You know what I mean? Like to me, them plantations, man, of now they on Wall Street, and
Got passed down.
Yeah.
and them
Wow.
and what happened is they had to build these prison systems. You know what I mean? Because slavery ain't going nowhere, man. Like it's all the people that's
Wasn't
locked up now, man. They
destroyed.
still on the plantation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
And
they
and you're so true. You couldn't have hit that nail harder on the head and sunk it, my brother, because that's so right.
and then you got to think about it too. Like you look at what Adolf Hitler did supposedly to the Jews. I honestly think, man, that all the vaccines and stuff that they want to test on the population, they tested on all those prisoners. You know what I mean? And see how it affects the prisoners.
Yeah.
And if it worked to a certain extent, you know what I mean. They put it out to the people. You
Not
know what I mean?
only
Like this,
that, do you guys know that every major corporation gets free labor? This is what, like, a lot of prisons do labor, right? And
right,
they don't know what they're doing this labor for, but they go to work all the time, and majority of the time it's for like prison forced labor for corporations and stuff, huge corporations.
They get
right.
And
like
like,
25 cents an hour or some shit.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
they
the
do
inmates, the
they
inmates,
do
the
all their.
inmates have to pay too. The inmates, check this out, y'all. I just found this out today. The inmates have to pay to go to prison, y'all boys. I did not know
Crazy.
that. I did not know that to the day. The
Of
inmates
course.
have to pay to
Mm-hmm.
go to
Of
prison.
course they're gonna make us pay.
That's
Why wouldn't they?
crazy.
It's not crazy. That's society, bro. That's the way things are.
Capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all boys? How y'all boys feel about? I mean, I know, we be, when we do go in, I want brother Sanchez show. How y'all boys feel about? I guess, I'm coming from a Christian perspective, not saying that I subscribe to it, but just looking at it, how just like even all the world religions and just beliefs when it comes to like this end time situation where the current world is going to end. Not like in a world like not saying like the world finna like disappear, but like this current system, this newer order that they're trying to build is falling apart because
It's not falling apart, brother.
yeah,
So you see, that's what they
Big
want us to
time.
believe. What
What's
what what
that?
they
I
what,
don't believe it.
Want us to believe what?
what they want us to believe. Like when you looking at something
Mm-hmm.
and they show you that the egg is half cracked,
right,
and that might not necessarily be the actual egg that's cracked, but you assuming that these people are actually right that egg is cracked. So your assumption is going to be this egg is cracked. And you tell that to one person, they're going to say, oh man, this egg is cracked. And once they get around, they're going to say the egg's cracked when the eggs really ain't cracked.
right,
So when I'm saying they're going to brainwash you, they're going to tell you, do this, eat this, do that. It's already been implemented.
right. Oh yeah,
Just you living your everyday life.
right,
You're being subjected to it and don't even know it. You're abiding by the laws. You're trying to get your credit right. You're trying to do all this stuff according to the way society wants you to live. Because at the end of the day, everybody's trying to make it. Everybody's trying to get on the feet. Everybody's trying to do right. Right?
right.
Yeah.
Everybody is trying to do right, not realizing the blind eye they putting in new laws, new taxes, taken away from us every day, and we don't even know it.
Right.
You don't think the system failing?
The reason I think the reason why I say I think it is because, and I'm looking from a standpoint like this, like there has to be some judgment to the current rulers, the elite that's casting all this.
I know the system is failing, my bro. You guys are
right.
right. And observations right, because I'll tell you how it's failing. And this is why
it's million ways
this is
on how
what
you
they're
can
trying
tell.
to do to maintain the control, right? They're all right. If it was,
and that's what they're doing right now. They're maintaining control.
No, because
that's like patches on the dam, though, that's already broken.
For them to have control, to maintain full control, they have to have the population at a standstill. Okay, see, because the ripple effect keeps echoing out, and we got this population growth. Now they're calling for depopulation, right? Because that's why they can't control. Because of when the population get out of their spiral, they can't control that shit, right?
Yeah, that's why they want to take the guns.
Many minds? Why you think our minds are so elevated and they can't control that? Because we're getting out of that freaking control realm. You know what I mean? You could only have control for so far on so many things. Like we don't have control over energies when they get to their mass and infinite state, like the wind. And you know what I mean?
And speaking of that, like people say they're controlling the weather. I believe that to a certain extent. I believe, man, that the earth is helping fight in this spiritual battle.
Yeah,
man,
I think so too. I think the earth has a lot to do with what, like, the natural disasters is a wake up too. It's just like, you know,
like look in America itself. America, one part of, I was just watching the news. When I watch the news, I watch the news to see the lies through the vision. You know what I mean? Because you got television, so I watch the news and watch TV to see the lies through the vision. One part of the country, man, the west coast of America. I'm just looking at America. We're not going to deal with the world, but one part of the country got severe fires. Fires has been burning for years. I'm a firefighter. Then you got southern part of the United States is nothing but 100-degree weather. Then you got the north coast. I mean, north part of America is nothing but blizzards and, you know what I mean, and all kind of famine and stuff. And then you got the east coast. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the heck is going on? When you look at the whole world, man, and Brother Sanchez talk about it, but I'm gonna take it a little deeper. What if, man, those ice caps?
Yeah. Well, they could try.
Is melting.
They're always gonna try, right? They're gonna try to control the weather, but what the thing is, you can't control nature.
Right.
Of course, they're gonna try to control it. They've been trying to control it.
Hey, I think I feel you, Brandon. I feel that the ice caps are melting too. That's why they're trying to block out the sun as much as they can, because the planet naturally heating up.
Right. And to piggyback on that, and like I said, I'm just speculating here, but with the ice melting, because check this out. They say, I don't know if y'all boys heard about this, but they say, check this out. This is crazy. They say a piece of ice broke off the ice caps the size of California. They said this is one of the pieces the size of California, and that it will raise, check this out now, it will raise the sea levels worldwide by 3 feet, just this one piece. Now, we know that we're surrounded by this ice wall, polar caps, whatever you want to call it. If the sun is doing all this damage and melting like that, brothers, it's something going on. And I believe that's why in 2004, they built that seed vault with all the seeds that's on the planet is in this. This is all documented. You know what I mean? And when I was talking about the system failing, you look at what's going on right now with all the powerful countries. I think they all agreed upon this new world order system, but I believe now, okay, well, hey, this is our time. Like, one country not trying to be the head. America trying to fight, Russia trying to fight, China trying to fight. You know what I mean? They trying to fight for that supreme ruler of the new world order.
All the infighting.
Right. So I don't think the system is in place, yeah, but I don't think that right now there's not one figurehead. You know what I mean? There's like not one supreme ruler of this thing. You know what I mean? America slept with everybody. You know what I mean? She the whore, but now the dudes, like, they pimped her out. So it's like, well, shit, we got all your information. We got your nuclear weapons. We got the same nuclear weapons like you. We got all this shit. So why should we listen to you?
Yeah, they just came up with this missile that's like Russia came up with a missile that's completely too fast for us to stop. Like if they shot it
Right,
out, we wouldn't be able to
right,
fuck with it.
right. And it's called a Satan 2. Check that out.
Yeah, I heard about that. But America done
Yeah,
just
they're saying too.
America
That's a deadly ass missile. I heard about that, man.
America just done arms up though. 1.5 trillion.
Right. So,
And
bro,
bro,
it's some crazy shit going on, y'all boys. Like we gotta stay conscious. Not only we gotta stay conscious to all the secretism, but bro, we also gotta stay conscious to current affairs and current events. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, and I've been thinking like this for a long time, bro. What if one day we wake up, bro, and they say them big motherfuckers come on the news, even though we ought to know the dollar bill don't mean shit, but just for this conversation, what if we go on the fucking news? We wake up and they show the dollar bill crash. You can't go to work. Like, it's gonna be like, what if we wake up? It's total fucking anarchy. We gotta, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Like, I be thinking about that shit sometimes. Like the same shit that's going on in Syria and all these other countries that they have destroyed purposely.
And it ain't in Syria. It's still going on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put it in a perspective then, since you said that, right? Everybody's listening. Trigger, Huey, the boy, Emerald,
Yeah, definitely.
Brandon, everybody listening.
Yeah,
Now,
your feed's kind of a little bit slow. I don't know if you could speed it up, or maybe it's just your connection.
My
yeah,
speed.
we're hearing.
Yeah. I know you can hear me. I was just like stating your names. I know you can hear me, brother. I wasn't like literally saying, "Can you hear me?" But
no. I mean, I know you're gonna tell us something, but we're
yeah.
Listening. I'm listening, anyways.
Okay, so let's say everybody's right now. We're chilling, right? We're all in our own individual places, wherever we are on this world or on Earth, right?
Right.
And let's say we wake up.
Mute your mic a little, my bro.
Let's say we wake up tomorrow, right? And what we know as the world ceased to exist. Let's just say famine flew across the whole world overnight. That means famine. All the cows and all the meat people take. I mean, because not everybody's a vegetarian. So I'm not saying it's affecting everybody, because not everybody's a vegetarian or a vegan or, you know, pescatarians. They got no more fish. They got no more chicken. You got beef gone, right?
Right.
Then you got vegetables. Everything dies out. You know, and people thinking, oh man, this is like some biblical shit. This is like some shit they done talked about in the Quran, the Torah, the ancient scriptures, the Bible. Let's just say they put it in there and fucking bomb done hit the whole West Coast, but we don't know that. Like I said, we waking up to the shit and realizing that the world we are in is not no more.
Right.
So how could you cope with that or deal with that, realizing that you're in a different world?
I mean, I've been studying nature every day, trying to get better at, cultivating the earth.
Right.
I think that's what that should be the mission for everybody. Stop relying on the government. Because like y'all said, even with Harvey, because I'm in Houston, bro, when it started flooding, bro, we ain't had no water really if you ain't stock up. And we knew about the hurricane Thursday, and the grocery stores was empty on that night. Like, so I mean, if you ain't really have no other food already, you was already whole. So I mean, that's why people started looting. But if they did the famine shit like you said, bro, it'd be crazy. So
yeah,
the thing we could do is go back to earth.
In a situation like that hurricane too, when the disaster hit the land, man, there's nothing left. Like all them people, it's not like if they're farming food, they couldn't eat it anyways. Everything was flooded out.
Not even that. Y'all think about this. I live in Tallahassee, and we had Hurricane Matthew, and we heard about Hurricane Matthew like 3 or 4 days prior, bro. There was nothing left in the grocery store. So you ask yourself this question, like brother was just saying about family. Currently, right now, let's say right now, all the grocery stores are packed. There's 325 million people in America alone. Wow. Right now, there's not enough food in the grocery stores. We ain't talking about fast food. We talking about.
That's why every time a disaster happens, you run out of bread, you run out of milk.
Right.
See, it's all a thing. That's why I say we're living in the system, but we don't know that we're in a system.
Facts.
You don't recognize it by the everyday things that you're doing, but you're doing everything they want you to do, not even knowing it.
Facts. I see what you're going with it. That's true. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy, but it's true.
We contribute to our own oppression.
And see, my boy Trigger, he can elaborate a lot on that shit too, you know, because if y'all look at one of my videos, man, like shout out to Trigger, he really did his thing, man, and held his ground. Like it's a lot of shit going on, man, that we don't know, but we got to open our eyes and like they say, open up your third eye or use this eye or that eye. Whatever eye you want to motherfucking use comes with your spirituality.
Right.
Open that motherfucker up and don't take heed to everything somebody say. Like they say, everything somebody says is like a grain of salt or a grain of sand. That means there's a million different answers for that one question, because motherfuckers that don't know, they're gonna say a million different things.
How many of y'all boys ever seen a movie? If you have, you need to go see it. I'm gonna tell y'all two movies that y'all need to go see if you haven't seen it. The first movie is a movie called Soylent Green. It came out like in the late 70s with Charlton Heston. And in the movie, there was no more food on the planet, but the food that was feeding everybody was like, it was like fucking, it was people eating people. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't no more food, so they had to go to the extent of people eating people. So what I'm gonna go with this is this. What if, bro, like, cause you gotta ask yourself this question too now. There's 323 million people in America. There's so many people in Africa, so many people in South America.
That's what they counted. That's what they counted. But because them and to be honest, them counts are off too. And I'm gonna tell you why them counts are off. Because you got people out here having kids. You got people out here living in poverty coming into the country. So the number is always an estimate. It's never accurate.
Right. So do you y'all boys honestly think, bro, that there's enough cows right now currently, bro, to feed all these people? Because I guarantee, bro, the meat, I don't eat meat no more, but the meat and shit that people eating, bro, I don't think it's real meat. Cause when I used to eat meat, bro, chicken don't taste like chicken no more, y'all boys.
Well, they're injecting meat now.
Yeah, bro.
I got something I need to share with
them chicken are growing in like 2 months, month and a half.
Go ahead, Trigger.
Hey, so I was chatting it up with somebody, man, out on the block, man. And I was just educating her on some shit that I learned about, you know, like astrology and everything else going on in the world. She told me some shit. She was like, she seen a video where a Japanese scientist was like,
hey, turn that music down, man. I don't want them to block us out, man. Turn that music down. It might be copyrighted. My bad, brother.
All right. Yeah, so what she told me, man, she was like, Japanese scientist was like messing with some kind of fluid in a lab. And the fluid, like on the video, turned into like a whole head of lettuce.
Oh yeah, I seen that video.
And when she told me that shit, I was like, I paused for a minute. I was like, well, damn, if these motherfuckers can grow lettuce in less than 5 minutes with some damn liquid, ain't no telling what the hell they can do with meat and bread.
Right.
And
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if ain't no more fucking food, bro? Like, what if we eating fake shit? Cause you ask yourself, all the food they're propagating is all your major corporation food, like McDonald's, Taco Bell, KFC. Like, you know what I mean? That's what people eating. Like, ain't no commercial like eat some spaghetti, or you know what I mean? It's always some fake shit.
Hey,
like,
put that into perspective though. If we ain't eating no real food, think how strong our body really is and how like our mind really tricking us.
Hey, I was just about to say that, bro. I was just about to say that shit. Like if you really think about it, they say that our ancestors are less intelligent than we are. Shit, if you ask me, they had a different type of intelligence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, because they had authentic food and they wasn't eating meat left and right like we are. And not only was they not eating meat, they damn sure wasn't eating no processed meat. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had no damn candy and shit. They ain't had no candy and shit. These motherfuckers, they snacked on real vegetables. So you can imagine average 20, 28, 30-year-old male or female, you know what I'm saying, back in them days, bro, they was totally fucking different. They was Olympians, like on the regular.
Right, right.
That's why the Olympics. That's why the Olympics is held in high regard today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
full
That
of
shit was built
stamina.
on
Yeah,
athleticism. Yeah,
we're full of
stamina
stamina.
and shit. But they don't know that shit stem from nutrients. Like
Right.
that'll tell you. The Olympics really tell you which nation is you know what I'm saying, healthier as far as food consumption goes.
Right.
You know
Man,
what I'm
that's
saying?
smart.
If we really look at all the contestants that won gold medals in all the Olympics, I mean all the Olympics that ever existed, you know what I'm saying? You'll see a pattern. We just don't know what that pattern is because we really did the study yet. But you'll
Right.
come up with a
Right.
pattern, and you'll see
Right.
which type of nations hold, you know what I'm saying, hold their health standards in high regard, bro. Because there's certain foods that they sell here that they're not even allowed to sell in other countries.
And you know why? You know
Reason
why?
for that.
Check this out. I think Brother Sanchez said it. Bobby Hemmett said it. Dr. Phil Valentine said it. You got something called the Food and Drug Administration. Think about that now.
Yep.
FDA.
Food
Yep.
and Drug Administration.
Why the hell? How the hell they working in the same building? I don't know.
Bro, you sounded just like Bobby Hemming when you said that shit. No bullshit.
Because food is a drug, gentlemen. That's
Right.
It's like they don't. That's what they don't tell us, that everything is a drug.
Yeah, they
You
food
see,
is
Look
good.
up
from
They
when they-
food is
all right,
good.
it's
It's
coming
good.
from
food.
when they learn certain things when sugar production started. What do you think the slavery was based on in the 1600? It was all about sugarcane production.
Right.
And when they started producing sugar, and if you check it, the whole world is hooked on sugar. Like the whole world that's not considered the third world.
Yeah, but you want
I
to
can
know
debate
something?
that. It was more than sugar. It was
Yeah, it was more than sugar, most
Obese.
definitely. But you want to know
Trey,
something I
Trey.
want to touch on? This is
it
what I
was
want to
more
touch
than
on.
sugar.
If we look at our flat Earth map and look at which actual
No, man. Because the sugar
crops and vegetation grew in which regions of the earth, you'll understand what type of functions that nutrient or that herb or whatever that crop is has for the human body. Like sugar wasn't just growing in every fucking continent.
No,
Like that's
exactly.
why it was such a high regard of sugar, because everybody, what the
Yes,
fuck is
and
this?
and
Why
and
the fuck? Where
when
did
you
it come
get it,
from?
It wasn't. It wasn't
if
just based on sugar though. I
it probably
disagree with
wasn't
that.
solely
It was
based on
cocaine too.
sugar,
But
but it was a lot.
but what I was
It was
saying,
based on a
It,
lot of
it,
it.
it was a
You're
bunch
right,
of
my
different
brother.
things.
Sugar,
what I'm
you're
saying
right,
is
because
where
that's why
they
they call
found a
them the
lot.
cane, right? The
Yeah,
cane, the
where they found
cocaine,
a
the
lot of
sugar
sugar, they
cane.
also found cocaine.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Where they discovered sugar, they also discovered a lot of cocaine.
yeah,
You
and
know what I'm saying?
they're
So
both the
And what
same
else did
thing.
they discover with sugar?
They're
They
both the same
discovered
thing.
alcohol.
that's why I'm
Uh-huh.
saying, like, sugar,
Exactly. And the sugar,
bro. For all we
But it
know,
wasn't just the sugar though.
hey,
I mean,
what
because
I'm,
without the
yeah,
manual
you're right.
labor, there is no
everybody is
sugar.
addicted to the sugar because sugar is a natural
Everybody,
sugar is a
bro.
natural occurring substance that's found in
Sugar,
everything, eh?
sugar,
Like
sugar
sugar
is
is
the
found in
number one
rice.
drug in the world. Sugar is the
Yes.
number one drug in the world.
Everybody is on sugar. From you taste sugar from you're a baby, you
Now,
don't
this
wanna
is my question for y'all.
Go ahead, Trigger.
If we know that the most powerful illegal natural growing drug is cocaine. Now, the most common drug is sugar. Why is it most
Yes.
common? Because that's the most pushed out there drug. It's they don't call it a drug because they don't want to call it a drug.
No,
But
because if they do
told
that,
you, if they really told you where sugar came from, like if they told you sugar came from the butt of a cocaine tree or some cocaine plant or some shit, motherfuckers will look at sugar totally different. But I guarantee you, sugar has a lot more commonalities to cocaine than what we think it do. Cocaine,
yes,
you know
because
what I'm saying? Like,
I'll explain the process of making sugar. I'm from back home. I know all this stuff about the sugar and everything. When you
bro.
press sugar cane, you get the juice from it, and all you have to do is leave it out in the sun, and it'll crystallize. Okay, and it'll harden to the hardened state, and then they just break it up. That's how you get the brown sugar. Now, when you refine it 3-4 more times, then you get white sugar, and you could just keep bleaching it and bleaching it. Like it's the deadliest substance. Like
And shit probably mixed in it.
it mimics
That's exactly
the honey.
how they do cocaine,
You know what
too.
I mean? Yeah, it mimics the honey. They extract the cane from the leaves, right? And then so what they do, they take it and turn it in a liquid state, and then they bring it back to a solid state. but because
Yep.
they use certain gases to perform that, that's why
Now check this out.
cocaine have certain gases. But sugar is a
Yep.
natural, and you don't need to use the gas. When you press the cane, you just leave it out. The sun will do everything with the dehydration process, and it just crystallizes. And then when it turned to the hardened state now, then they break it back down into, it's still a solid. You know what I mean?
Right.
So from
Right.
the natural state to the liquid state back to the solid state. So all
Now
that
check this out.
processes.
That's real true. That's real true. Now check this out. Do you think that the people that wasn't from them lands, that when they sailed their ass over there on them boats that they made from their homelands, do you think they knew that process before coming over there? Hell no.
Hell no.
They was taught that shit. It was taught by the people that
Exactly.
was from that land, that
Yes.
knew how to do that shit, that knew what that shit was and knew how to use it.
Okay,
Exactly.
They knew
and to piggyback on that, to go even deeper, you just said a mouthful when you said